Hey everybody, welcome to the May 18th, 2022 edition of PW Torch Presents the Daily Newswire. I'm your host Tyler Sage at Ring of Tyler. Appreciate you joining me today and every day. Whether it's me, whether it's Zach, we appreciate you. Please hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Feel like I am telling someone to look at that camera, look at that camera, look at that camera, and after they eat hot wings. But here we are. So let's get right into today's news. So, um, two semi-breaking pieces of news. Jim Ross on his podcast on the Ad-Free Shows Network uh, said that he had recently extended his contract a year and a half to get into 2024. That would put him at 50 years in the wrestling business if he gets to that point. So, as he said, God willing, he's here to see that through. And yeah, so excited about that. I don't think, at least me personally, I don't know if you have out there, I haven't really thought of a post JR world and a post Tony. I mean, Tony's a little younger, but he's no spring chicken either. And, you know, there's the Rampage announced team is void of both those gentlemen. So um, that is probably the most cohesive version. You flex some of those guys into the booth when both those guys hopefully retire on their own accord. But yeah, so just something AEW and JR just kind of makes sense to me. So him talking about there being a potential end date is sad and morbid. Makes me think about a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm excited he is extended and will be here at least through 2024. I think JR has really brought a lot of gravitas to the announcing at AEW and has been a vital role. And just like Chris Jericho's talked about at bringing legitimacy to the company early on, I think JR did that as well. So I think that at least be the hindsight historical, the wrestling historian take on JR joining the company. So news there. So also, it was reported yesterday, not confirmed, that Ric Flair and FTR will be taking on Ricky Steamboat and Rock and Roll Express at Starcast 5 in Nashville during the SummerSlam weekend. And Ricky Steamboat has said that he thought about it very extensively but declined an offer for the match. So look to see who's going to fill that spot. It seems like FTR, Ric Flair, and Rock and Roll Express are pretty locked into being in this match. So we'll see who else from Ric Flair's past, if you want to go that route. If Sting wants to do it, I think that would be something. Not that I again am advocating for Ric Flair to have a match in lots of avenues of why, but yeah. So just look out for that. That's the news there. John Cena was interviewed. Looked like on a red carpet somewhere. He was on. So I had like their Twitter handle on there. But anyway, he was interviewed and he said his 20-year WWE anniversary is coming up. He was thankful for that, etc. But he kind of teased, that he may be back soon, and it's been too long since he's been there. So, if you're setting up something, Rock is presumably main eventing WrestleMania with Roman. If Steve Austin is going to be main eventing night one, do you want if you're John Cena? Is it a big deal to get him in the Rumble, to get him at SummerSlam, something like that? So look out for um, the Cena return to WWE soon, potentially. Soon being within the next 6 months, I would say. So exciting news is always there. And then looking forward to tonight. AEW Dynamite is tonight, and it is the Owen Hart Tournament match special. We've got Adam Cole taking on Jeff Hardy. We've got Samoa Joe versus a Joker, and we've got Britt Baker against the Joker as well. So two mystery opponents, quote unquote. So we'll see if there's any surprises or any people we've seen before, maybe coming back, tied to the New Japan stuff or tied to feuds that they're currently having. So excited to see there. And then we also have Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Phoenix. So very heavy pentultimate episode of Dynamite before Double or Nothing. So I'll be on the post show with Wade tonight. So please send him your emails, call us up if you want to talk live about the show. But I can already guess that a big portion of the talking points tonight are: is this the correct way to build 2 weeks before a pay-per-view? And I would say yes, because there's going to be two matches based in that pay-per-view that are Owen Hart tournament you know final matches. So building up, making that feel important for people like potentially Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, Britt Baker, etc. Makes a lot of sense to me because that's two of your 9 matches, right? And you have a lot of the other stuff already set in stone. So you don't need to reveal another big match really, unless you want to do, a Darby Sting triple threat tag team sort of deal, which they will probably tonight or on Rampage. So, yeah. So look forward to talking about it then, where I'll be talking to you guys there, and then Zach and I will be on Fireside Chat tomorrow, talking about everything as well. So if you want my opinion, you know where to find it. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.